Hey guys, what is up? Travis here from the SoundPure Pro Audio team. Today, I'm really excited to be here talking about one of the new compressors from one of my personal favorite gear manufacturers, Kush Audio. The compressor is called the Tweaker, and I think it is a very appropriately named piece just because of all the controls on here, some familiar, some unique. It's going to take a good amount of time sitting here tweaking the knobs to really fully understand what each one does, and of course the full scope of different sounds this compressor is able to offer. So with that said, honestly I cannot recommend getting to know this piece better than setting up for a try before you buy period where we can send it out to your studio. You can read all about it, but honestly nothing is going to let you know what it can do more so than getting in your hands and tweaking it for yourself. As you can see here on the front panel, it's kind of divided into three separate controls. You've got a drive, mix, and output. You've got a section here which is a threshold and sidechain. This tells you what specifically the compressor is going to be listening to when it starts to compress. And then attack, release, and curve or ratio control, which defines how the compressor is compressing. The real gem, I think, of this box and what makes it so flexible really is this sidechain detector option and all the different variables you have here. Gregory Scott, the designer and owner of Kush Audio, realized that the sidechain detector is kind of one of the most influential yet overlooked aspects of defining the behavior of a compressor and how that sound and behavior is created. So in creating this box, he gave you so many different options that really does give you so much source flexibility to where you could get a smoothness of an LA2A, a punch of a 2500. It really does take all those favorite compressors that we know and love and combines those into one VCA compressor package. That, I mean, honestly, when we were using it, we were truly blown away with how just changing this section defined the shape and sound of the compressor. We used it on kick, snare, vocals, and guitar. And again, just changing the sidechain detector filter wildly changed the sound of the compression from smacky to smooth to transparent to so compressed it was a nice saturated warm effect. The other really cool aspect of this box is you've got a drive control here that is not necessarily directly tied to the input. So you could keep it clean or you could keep it saturated, but that does not automatically affect how much compression you're doing. So unlike some of the other models out there, which the more saturation and drive you add, you're forced to have more compression, this allows you to control both elements completely independent, which is really nice in terms of creative control and tone shaping. This box is probably one of the fastest attacks I've ever seen on a compressor with 20 microseconds at the farthest to the left here. So you can really squash the transients if you'd like, or leave it nice and open for retained punch. Finally, the metering on this box is really cool. On this side right here, you've got input, right here you've got output, and in the center you've got gain reduction. So you can really see the full flow of the signal through the box and exactly what's happening as it passes through here. So there you guys have it, a rough rundown on the Tweaker. One thing I will mention, you do have a stereo link option in the back for the detector, but given the large wealth of controls here, when you're doing stereo compression, you would probably want to make sure with great caution that you've got your settings identical because they are not linked, just the compressor detector circuit is. So one thing that just got to be careful of if you're looking to use this primarily for mix bus, but this really is a fantastic compressor for both tracking and mixing as long as you can be very careful and precise with your level matching. But again, I cannot recommend enough getting this in your hands if you're at all interested in it, hearing what it does. We can talk about it for hours, but we won't even scratch the surface in terms of what tonal possibilities are available here. So give us a call if you have any questions. We'd be happy to send one out to you if that's of interest to you. And we also have new financing if you'd like to spread your payments out over an extended period of time. Thanks again for watching. I'm Travis from SoundPure. Take care.